Alright, I'm on vacation this week, so I threw this crap together for you before I left. So check it out and stay tuned for an important announcement at the end. This is the first week of August, and anybody who tells me that they've got a great fescue yard in eastern North Carolina or the South, I say talk to me in August. But this one has done great, especially considering just it's been hot and has not rained much at all. But he's got an irrigation system on a well here, and he ain't afraid to use it. Anyway, I put the 818 on this one 3 weeks ago now, and it did its thing, man. I was a little skeptical about the summertime application, but you know, looking into what's in the 818, very low amount of nitrogen. I put it out at a pretty low rate too, but low amount of nitrogen, plenty of iron, the biochar, sulfate of potash, all the goodies from the chicken manure, the micros, the amino acids, everything. The 818's just got it all in it, and it's I'm sold that for a good summertime, pick me up on your fescue. 818, get you some. Ooh. All right, those sheep have done nothing. Street view, just in case you're skeptical. You know, I've been doing this grow in on my yard all year. I've been using the carbon earth fertilizers, the XGRN, and the what's the other one called? I can't even think of it now. I'm so excited about the XGRN, I can't even think about Carbon X. No, Carbon X is awesome too when you got a lot of heavy lifting to do. But you know, I've had some adverse weather conditions to deal with this year, but the carbon earth products, along with the humic acids from Greene County, have made this yard come a long way, and coincidentally improved my soil a ton. I'm gonna pull a little sample out of my dirt and show you what we're talking about when we say we're gonna improve the soil with these products. You know, the biggest thing about the carbon earth fertilizer is it's going to be a fantastic soil amendment. So let me get my plugger, my pro plugger, and we'll pull out a core. Man, my thing's all floppy here. Get tightened up. There we go. All right, we'll pull out a core, check it out, and see what it looks like. Stay tuned. All right, we'll try to do this one-handed. I'm going to take my pro plugger and randomly pull a spot from anywhere in the yard here. About right here. Yeah. We'll take it out. We'll take it over here where I can set this thing up. There's my dirt. We'll set it up where I can just show you the feel of this dirt. I'm walking and talking and stuff. Hang on. All right, I got you set up on the corn pod now where I can do this magic with both hands. But there's my dirt wad. The Pro Plugger easily pulled it out, but it's so fluffy, and look at that dark color going into it. I mean, this was pretty much a sandy soil when I started on it, and between the between the carbon earth all year on it, and I've been laying humic acid stuff on it for a few years now. But oh look, oh, I just lost him. There's a Monaco. I put him back in. But anyway, the fluffiness in this and just the dark color coming back into it, I mean, it's an amazing appearance difference in this soil and feel. The feel is way different than it was before. I mean, this is not very good dirt here. Well, it is now, but when I started off, it was not. It was very sandy. I got last year's soil test, and I'm gonna pull another one here probably later in the fall, or after I get through with the rush of fall seeding and all, and see where we stand on our soil test, see if we've improved our numbers. But the appearance of the soil and the feel of it is it's so fluffy and light. I think the carbon in the carbon earth products has gone a long way toward that, and all the humic acid products will help you out in that respect a lot too. So I mean, using these over time is a major advantage. When you get your soil right, getting your lawn better is way less of a challenge, that's for sure. I mean, that's where it all starts, is getting that soil right. I'm going to show you the Zoysia plug project and see the progress on that so far. Last week, if you remember, I had a buttload of sedges popping up, and I sprayed those. I guess it's been about 8 or 10 days ago. They're knocked down a bit. There's still some in there. It might take a repeat application, but you can see the plugs doing their business now. And I'm gonna put some, I'm gonna weekly dose them with some 818, and you can already see a difference in the ground back here. It's very dark where I've been running. I put the Green County Air 8 on it last week, and the Carbon Earth 818, the X Green, and today I'm going to run a little X Green out on it too. But I'm going to show you the plugs real quick. Daylight's getting away from me, so I'm not working today. So I'm going to show you. Starting to show up like grass plugs now. You know, they were well on their way to recovering from their transplant last week when I showed them to you. The ones I stuck in the hole, they're still struggling out of the hole. That was kind of a pretty big mistake. They're gonna come out and be okay, but the ones that are planted at the right depth are already starting to make a little movement and spread some. So I should have just fixed that. I would have never done a customer's yard like that, but it was hot. I was in a hurry. But anyway, still see a little bit of the sedges. It's all right to give you the mobile run over like this, make anybody seasick. But you can really see the plugs popping out. And look, I have not watered this today. Look how dark my ground is. The Green County dethatch really has burned away a lot of this old grass that I had in there. But look where I've been laying this 818 to it. Look how dark that is. That's pretty dang awesome. I'm gonna get a little bit more 818 out on it, and I'm gonna show you again what the 818 looks like. I went back and looked at some of my fine video work. I had loaded up some of the 818. Look at that fine green. Whoops, doing some fine greens grade prill. Got all the goodness right there. Fantastic size, super spreadable. But I loaded that up in my chest spreader to spread in the small area that I got the grass plugs, and I had done a lot of talking about it, standing over the chest spreader full of it. And then I realized when I went back and looked at my video, I had stopped it where it should have started, and started it where it should have stopped or whatever. But I didn't have the footage, but there it is. That stuff is it's just beautiful. This is so much better than Milorganite, and any of you guys that are Milorganite addicts, I can respect that, but give this stuff a try, man, and you'll never even think about Milorganite again. What's back? All right, it's real fitting somebody's running a lawnmower in the background while I'm trying to say this. Over the years, I've done all these videos talking about products I really believe in, like the humic acid products, and the humic acid products from Green County are a fantastic way to get humic acid. The blends that they make, the formulations to do different things, they really work. They work well, and I have used them over the years and been thoroughly satisfied. There are other ways to get your humic acid and other companies to get it from. They work great too, but the big thing about the Greene County fertilizer stuff is it's available to you. It's easy to get, and you can get it in smaller sizes. You don't have to buy, you know, totes or, you know, 5 gallon. You know, you can buy whatever size you're going to need to get your job done, and it's where it can get shipped to you, and you can get it. And they're good about getting your orders out fast. And this year we've been using the Carbon Earth products, and man, what can you say? The 818 is just the perfect DIY guy fertilizer. And for a guy like me who does what I do a lot with turf, just I do a lot of spoon feeding and a lot of custom, you know, customized spraying. I don't just have a blanket program and hit it every time, same thing on every yard. I always try to look for what I'm needing on that particular property and make my decision at that time, or, you know, in the time leading up to before I go. I mean, I've always got a game plan, but sometimes it might change based on what I'm seeing the yard needs. But the 818 is super flexible. You can add stuff to it if you want to. I like it just like it is, running it out, and you can run it at any rate, and it's not going to hurt your grass. The great thing about the 818 is you're getting so much more of the good stuff in it, the humic and the kelp, than you can with the Carbon X, because the Carbon X you've got to put out at a lower rate because of the high nitrogen, if that makes sense. You can put a lot of 818 out and get all the goodies that are in it, the same goodies that are going to be in the Carbon X, but you can't put as much Carbon X out at one time because of the ammonium sulfate and urea in it at a higher level. That being said, if you got some heavier lifting to do, if you really want to pound some growing, or you got some Bermuda grass that you're only going to be back to, you know, can only do once a month or something, I'm using the Carbon X then. And the Carbon X is fantastic. I love it. But the 818 really fits into a lot of what I do sometimes, most of the time. And you saw the summertime fescue apps I made with the 818. Fantastic. Zoysia grass is going to love 818 because of the higher iron and all the micros you can get from that chicken manure. Zoysia doesn't mind a lot of nitrogen either, but it really seems to do well with a good dose of iron in it. So the 818, great for Zoysia. It's great for anything. And plants, I got my vegetable garden back around there that I've been alternating some Carbon X and 818 on. It's been doing fantastic. But what I want to talk to you today about is I have the opportunity to add a link in the description of my website that's going to send you to somewhere where you can find these products and buy them. I'm definitely not getting rich off of it, but I'm excited to know what amount of this kind of stuff is being sold because I'm talking about it. But, you know, I believe in it. Uh-oh, my phone's dying. I believe in it. I think it's great stuff, and I would not steer anybody wrong on some of this stuff just to try to make a buck. And I mean, I ain't even making a buck off of it, but I won't, you know, I've had tons of questions from you guys. Where do I get this and that and this? Well, yardmastery.com is going to be where you can get a lot of these items, all the Greene County stuff. You can get the biostimulant packs, the RGS, Aerate, you name it. And the 818 is going to be available to the DIY guy. And I'd like to think that's in no small part because, you know, we've been singing its praises, and it's just too much the perfect product for the DIY guy not to be available to DIY. It's a Milorganite killer. If you've watched the other video, you saw where I said it, and I made a lot of explanations about, you know, what the fertilizer does and what it's all about, and it blows Milorganite off the map. If you're a Milorganite diehard, you get a hold of this Carbon Earth 818, you're gonna forget all about it. But anyway, I'm gonna put a link in the description to the website, in the description at the bottom of the YouTube video. And you know, if if you're in the market for this kind of stuff in a DIY setting, click that link and go check it out. I should have thought the chest spreader thing out a little more. I'm smelling a lot of success right here under my face. All right, there you go. So click that link if you're interested in the 818 or any of the Greene County products. I'm gonna be out here working on my farmer's tan this week. So I'll check you guys out next time. Thanks for watching.
Look back there.
Yep, it's growing all right.
Look,
What do you think,
I
Jeff?
just saw it elongate. Gibberellic acid must be kicking in.
That's what I thought too.